Good evening, everyone. Here's the operations update for March 24th. Focusing on Mariupol first, it seems that central Mariupol has been breached by Russian forces. They continue to take ground across the city, and local Ukrainian authorities have left the city in order to better coordinate regional operations near the city amid the deteriorating situation in Mariupol itself. Near Mariupol, there is a port called Berdyansk. It's where Ukrainian forces actually have sunk two ships and have demonstrated their ability to inflict serious damage in that port to disrupt forces from renewing attempts to reinforce operations in Mariupol and Kherson by sea. So, port areas here are vulnerable to Ukrainian attacks as they come in from the Black Sea, which this is the Black Sea down here. Um, Additionally, Ukrainian forces did not really retake any territory in counterattacks in Kyiv, but Russian forces were forced more into defensive positions in the area. So, not as much movement in Kyiv as there was before, although those defensive positions look to be further back by a few kilometers than they were yesterday. That might have been just Russians trying to get some space between them and the Ukrainian forces. So, in the northeast, Russian forces renewed attacks near Chernihiv to try and encircle the city, therefore to gain a line of communication, better line of communication into Kyiv. But those attacks were repelled by Ukrainian forces, and then Russian forces continue to shell Kharkiv. And at this point, they struck a humanitarian aid delivery point where they killed 6 and wounded 15 in the city of Kharkiv. The Russians did have several minor advances near Donetsk and Luhansk in the last 24 hours. So Russians are slowly making progress in various areas, specifically Mariupol. It was a matter of time for Mariupol. They were at one point 3,000 Ukrainian soldiers facing down 14,000 Russian soldiers. So it was a matter of time, but the wear down took a lot longer than expected, and they still are fighting back in Mariupol. And any of the gains over in the eastern side are very hard fought, and Russians are losing quite a bit there. Again, like I said earlier, the Kyiv situation is kind of a stalemate right now, still, nothing really moving there. And no real movements in Mykolaiv, Kherson either, just continued sporadic offensives by Russians and counteroffensives by Ukrainians. So that's it for today.